Hey, my super beautiful, lovely souls. Lizzie the Lightworker here. Welcome to my channel. Today I'm bringing you a twin flame reading for Sagittarius and Aries. Now, this is genderless, so it can resonate either way to you, whether you're divine female or divine male. Sometimes it comes out in the cards, but it is however it resonates to you. So we're going to get right into this, and we're going to talk about the energy sort of in separation. And get some insights here as to what is going on behind both of these dynamic energies. Okay, so let's get right into this and let's talk about Sagittarius a little bit. So this will be for in separation. So Sagittarius, wow. Aries is definitely on Sagittarius' mind. Okay, so Sagittarius is, I feel like they're in beast mode. They are really, I feel like, preparing and saving and working hard and focusing on their passions right now. I almost feel like they could be traveling. They could actually maybe have a job in sales and travel, or something where they are abroad, school or learning. There's something about exploration to me with Sagittarius. That is their nature. But this particular separation may have caused, I feel like, Sagittarius to want to explore more things in life. And sometimes it's like sowing your wild oats. But I feel like they're very prepared. They're getting in this sort of energy where they want to sort of save money for the future now. They want to sort of build something. You know, it's more of like in the past, I feel like was like a slower energy. Now I feel like they're kind of like banging out their goals or whatever their dreams are, okay? I feel like they are definitely the one that maybe left this behind. I feel like they left this for the pieces to be picked up at a later time. They have not forgotten about Aries at all. They are definitely thinking about the past. They had to move past it for themselves so they could get themselves in a better frame of mind and a better place in life. They had to move on from it. I don't know if there was drama. I don't know if there was ego issues between the two of you, or there was arguments, or maybe everything felt very rushed. I feel like Aries energy was very strong coming in, like a very, like a whirlwind, like a tornado, coming into Sagittarius. I also feel like Sagittarius felt like they really had to like think about their wants and their needs. I feel like they wanted to just kind of put this on pause. They may have not vocalized that. Maybe they did, maybe they didn't, but I'm feeling like they just wanted to put this on pause, so that they could pursue, you know, what they felt or what they feel like they still need to pursue. But there's sort of like this feeling of abandonment. Like, I don't know who abandoned who, but I feel more like Sagittarius may have had to abandon the relationship so that they can continue on in a good energy, at least the best energy that they could be in, to try to make things happen for themselves. I feel like they need something to bring to the table. They need to have something to offer back, or help themselves sort of before they can help anyone else. There's a little bit of self-centeredness, only because I feel like they're very passionate about what they want out of life. So yeah, I feel like this is sort of like on pause, and almost like Sagittarius had to go off and figure out what the reset button was going to be. I also feel like this is sort of going on your spiritual path, feeling a little bit lost or a little bit listless or tired or doubtful. I feel like those are some of Sagittarius's feelings, but I do feel like they miss Aries and they're wanting that connection. They're actually very reminiscent about the past about that. But yeah, they feel like they had to sort of pick their path and pick their path and pray, sort of just move on, just go. So let's get into the Aries energy. Wow, so if you are wondering and you're catching this video if this is twin flame, it absolutely is. All right, so Aries finds a partner in Sagittarius. They find a partner, I feel like, for the first time in their life. This was very new to Aries. I don't know if Aries was younger and Sagittarius is a little bit older, or if you're both in a younger energy, but I feel like Aries did not understand the maturity of love. I feel like they needed more experience in love and needed more, like, sort of I don't know, connections, to gain some experience. I also feel like there may have been a child involved. I'm not sure. I don't know if these two were together and had a child, or the promise of a child was on the way. And I'm just throwing it out there, guys. It does not have to resonate. So if it doesn't, toss it. But yeah, sometimes, there's a child's energy here. It could also be that Aries needed to get in touch with their inner self and sort of hug and love and forgive their inner self and their inner child and do some work. I feel like Aries longs for this connection. It made them very happy. It made them different. It made them realize things about themselves. I feel like Aries had some anger, some unresolved anger, and some competitive feelings about life and friends and relationships and lovers. And I feel like they always sort of felt like they had to fight in life or fight with people to be heard or to be seen or to be valued. And I do feel like Sagittarius may have blown that open, so Aries can now realize, maybe I am a little bit impatient. Maybe sometimes my temper does get the best of me. But I feel like there was many obstacles here for Aries to go through. So it could be that Aries had to go through all these obstacles on their own, try to tackle these obstacles, figure out what path they need to go, what they're going to do, how they feel, what they want to put their energy into this. They're definitely thinking about it. And like I said, it did make them happy. It made them feel very playful and light and loved and, like fun and everything. But I don't know, too, if there was competition here where one of them was seeing someone else and that kind of interfered with things. But I'm feeling like Aries has that competitive nature anyway. But I feel like in love, it really bothers them, okay? They will strive to be the absolute best, and there's no second place for Aries. So I feel like a lot of that might have come out. There might have been fights in the end between the two of them. Right before separation, there could have been some fighting I'm picking up on. So let's get some more cards out. Okay, so I feel like patience is needed for this whole thing. Okay, this happened for a reason. Separation happens for a reason. It's for growth. It's for maturity. It's so we can develop ourselves. So I feel like that's a main sort of theme here. I also feel like this whole thing is divinely guided. All right, these two souls are definitely meant to be together. It is not the time. More time needs to pass. I feel like both sides of that. I feel like Sagittarius may reach out to Aries. It may be warm reception, but it won't be ready. I feel like this is time that needs to pass for both these people so that they can keep figuring out, what needs healing, what needs work. But yeah, balance. I feel like balance could be restored when they decide they both have the maturity that they want to put into this divine union. But yeah, I feel like it's very pure. There's really no ill intentions here on either side. Neither of these two energies are hateful people or spiteful people or vindictive or anything like that. The energies on both sides are kind of like live and learn, kind of like let me live, leave me alone right now. Not aggressive, not like, like I said, vindictive or anything like that. It's just like a time that needs to sort of be had so both these energies can gain more balance and clarity in their lives of what needs healing and adding to their help, like adding to help themselves. All right, because I feel like at one point, this could have been Sagittarius energy a little bit. I feel like it could still be their energy. Sometimes Sagittarius, once they get something, they don't want it anymore. It's like the thrill of the chase for Sagittarius. So if they have to chase somebody, it's really sort of like a wild thrill to them, okay? And sometimes they build things up in their mind and build up relationships and build up things so much so that when it doesn't happen exactly the way that they imagined, they just get disgusted and want to walk away. We're getting two cards about walking away. Okay. So I feel like maybe Sagittarius was more in love with the thrill of chasing something that felt so hot and heavy and passionate and wonderful of union of their twin. And they got tired of chasing, or suddenly something took their attention away from Aries. There's something going on with that, this walking away thing, or wanting more, or it doesn't feel like it's enough, or it doesn't feel like it was enough for Sagittarius. I feel like Sagittarius is learning the lesson of sort of taking what they can get when they can get it, and learning that gratitude is a big deal. Like, you may not always get as many seeds as you plant. You're not going to get maybe all those plants. You're going to get some, right? And I mean seeds, I mean with our spirituality and all that, This to me says my crops didn't grow enough. I'm taking what I can get out of this and I'm moving on, right? So that's what I feel like Sagittarius is in a weird energy like that, where they expect a little bit more, they don't get it, and they kind of just detach a little bit. To me, there's a little bit of detachment. Also, I'm feeling like this whole thing is in a period of reevaluating, sort of like rethinking everything. It's a time for both of them. They're sort of questioning their lives, and they're questioning their paths, and they're questioning their careers and their ability to save and build and save money and be happy in a career. All those things are sort of happening and unraveling. And sorry guys if I'm rambling. It's just like the information comes in so quickly, I have to get it out. So yeah, I feel like that's really Sagittarius's attitude, is kind of like nonchalant a little bit. It could be Aries' attitude as well, but I'm feeling like a little bit more on that side. I feel like Aries, it's more for Aries to slow down and learn and live and appreciate things and sort of like wait for the full growth of something, instead of trying to rush it. Okay, so that's what I mean. This is a timing thing. This is a patience thing. This is a balance thing. Okay, for both these energies. Okay, and I feel like now in this separation period, in the now, this is on the right road. Okay, it has all the makings of something great. We have two incredible energies here, learning the balance, like we said. This to me is saying keep doing what you're doing. Don't change a thing. If you're pursuing something, keep pursuing it. Go hard. Don't give up. Keep your moxie for it strong. Keep your desire strong for whatever it is you're working on, for whatever it is you want to do. Leave this alone right now, because it's still sort of like, I like to call it, it's like in the oven, right? Can't keep peeking in the oven. The cake is not going to rise. It's going to go flat. So you want to just kind of focus on the fact that this is a timing thing. This is about balance and on the right road, and also the right road to healing. Okay. It's like sort of slow pace wins the race, steady, kind of that way, right? And I feel like new communications can be coming through. So I feel like Sagittarius might be wanting more to talk to Aries. I feel like Aries will be warm to it and receptive, but I just don't feel like they're ready yet. I feel like they have a lot of inner conflict and also outer conflict in their lives. Inner conflict is some things that they have not worked through yet 100%. And outer conflict, I feel like it could be with their job or the people they're around or their friends or their social life, okay? But I'm feeling like, yeah, there's going to be some type of communication. I feel like it's sort of like something very clear that will come through. It won't be like hazy, like in other words, a message, right? A message will come through, or sort of trying to contact Aries. I feel like Sagittarius will do this. The message will be very clear. It's not going to be any shaking around or any bullshit, or just, I feel like it's going to come from a place though that needs to be sort of satisfied. Like Sagittarius may be spending too much time wondering, even though they're moving on and they're doing their thing, they're spending a lot of time wondering about Aries. Aries might be feeling like a little bit defensive. Okay. So I feel like they'll welcome it, they'll open it, but they might still be feeling a little bit defensive. So let's finish up with some Power of Surrender cards. We'll pull one for Sagittarius. Surrender resentments. Holding on to resentments only poisons you. Try to forgive others for their shortcomings and keep moving forward towards positive situations in your life. So that's very well what I feel like a lot of what Sagittarius is doing. The resentments part, it could be like they resent themselves for maybe having to walk away or choosing their path, or, you know, looking back on this, or maybe they wanted to take more effort to call or to write or to communicate. So there could be some self-resentment. So let's get one for Aries. And Aries, we're getting surrender to passion. Get out of your, sorry about the shadow, get out of your head and feel the fire in your belly. Focus on the people or activities that ignite your passion and let it flow. So Aries might be a little overly passionate in a situation that's going on in their outside life. Outside life, I mean outside of this twin flame union. I feel like Sagittarius opened Aries up to passion that Aries had never felt before. It could be why now they're sort of struggling to find their place, or to make their ideas be heard, or to move on, or to beat the competition. So they're keeping that passion. So Aries, keep that passion. I hope you guys enjoyed this reading. Please give me a big thumbs up. Check the description box for my private reading information links, and also Twin Flame Separation Support Group that I started on Facebook if you're interested. Love and light to you all. This has been Lizzie the Lightworker. See you on the next reading.